Hey guys, a very good morning to all of my crypto peculiars. So have you all been curious about what's happening in the market? Well, the CoinMonks got you covered. You can stay cryptodated by listening to our crypto news podcast. We have left the link in the description for you. Okay, so before starting with our updates, let's quickly quote today's headlines. In the last 24 hours, Crow Moon or CRO Moon, the meme coin has increased by roughly 450%. Are the meme coin stands excited? Well, you should be. Vladimir Putin says cryptocurrencies bear high risks. Shiba Inu gains over 30% in just 2 days as Kraken announces SHIB listing. Kelly ETFs filed for developing an Ethereum ETF. So let's start up with our refreshed feed. Moving on to our first portion for today, let us inform you about Crow Moon token, the top grossing meme currency in the past 24 hours, which is a CRC20 token on the Kronos chain with a total supply of, damn, this number is too big, let me count the zeros first. Well, turns out to be it's 10^15 coin. Damn this number. Anyways, it functions similarly to other CRC20 tokens. However, it has 3 extra features in its transfer function. A transfer fee, reflection, and liquidity pool. Acquisition are 3 other aspects. Anyways, let's have a look at the coin along with its present scenario. The last time I checked, the live Crow Moon price was approximately 2.7 into 10^-9 dollars with a 24-hour trading volume of 380,599 USD. The coin market cap has been substantially updated. CRO Moon or Crow Moon has increased by 447% in the previous 24 hours. The current rating on coin market cap is number 3742. There is no circulating supply and a maximum supply of 10^15 moon coins. So let's discuss about the difference from other tokens. A 10% transaction fee is charged for each transaction, 5% reflection. As CRO Moon balance develops, hodlers gain passive rewards through static reflection. Acquisition of a 5% liquidity pool, a percentage of all transaction fees is put into the liquidity pool. To maintain a balanced liquidity pool, 2.5% is added to the CRO token and 2.5% to the CRO Moon token. The CRO Moon crew is the lucky recipient of the LP units. Each week, we will have half of the 5% liquidity acquisition to the liquidity locker to keep the fund secure. So moving forward, at the Russian calling investment gathering in Moscow on Tuesday, Russian President Vladimir Putin expressed his displeasure. The comments were made at a time when the country's crypto regulatory framework is still in its infancy. I'm still curious about Russia's stand. I guess there'll be a FUD like India has been facing for the past few days. But anyways, let's look at the current situation. The president made the following statements as translated by Cointelegraph, according to local news outlet lenta.ru. Because it's not backed by anything and it is so volatile, the dangers are extremely high. We also believe that individuals who speak about the high hazards should be listened to. Putin advocated for more oversight and regulation of cryptocurrencies, pointing out that digital currencies are gaining traction in a number of countries around the world. Cryptocurrency regulation in Russia is still in its early stages, although the government is considering launching a CBDC or a central bank digital currency. The digital ruble will require changes to the least 8 federal laws and 5 legislative codes. Furthermore, there is no cryptocurrency mining regulation in the country. Some have claimed that Russia generates $2 billion in crypto mining earnings each year, but that no taxes are paid on it. Cryptocurrency use has exploded among ordinary Russians as a result of the lack of regulatory framework, with annual transactions exceeding $5 billion. Cryptocurrencies are also gaining popularity in other countries of the former Soviet Union. Kazakhstan has surpassed China as the world's largest Bitcoin miner in terms of hash rate, and the country's president is attempting to raise more revenue from such operations to help pay for country's bills. The government of Ukraine is actively promoting lawful crypto activities. The city of Olsztyn in Poland began using Ethereum blockchain for emergency services last year. So moving forward, Shiba Inu, a Dogecoin-inspired meme currency, has risen over 30% week to date, making it one of the strongest performers across traditional and crypto markets entering the new weekly session. The Shiba Inu instrument's upward movement coincides with a broader price resurgence in prominent crypto assets, including Bitcoin. I wonder what stair Shiba is going to climb next. I'm excited. Are you too? Well, anyways, let's have a look at what's getting cooked. After bouncing off the technical support near 3.5 into 10^-5 dollars at the start of the week, Shiba's price touched 5.1 into 10^-5 dollars on Tuesday. It's recovered Its recovery showed a change in its trend, particularly following last week's broader market sell-off triggered by fears over the new COVID-19 strain called Omicron. Kraken, a US-based cryptocurrency exchange, was the heart of Shiba Inu's bullish retracement, announcing Monday that it will effectively authorize SHIB trade on its platform starting November 30. Kraken, on the other hand, stated that it would not provide SHIB futures or margin trading services. Shiba Inu also received strong signals from a large recovery among leading digital assets including Bitcoin, ETH, at the start of this week. Bitcoin has risen over $3,000 after hitting a bottom near $53.5K on November 26, the day the Omicron variant wreaked havoc in both traditional and crypto markets. Approximately during the same time span, ETH, which has a high degree of positive correlation with Bitcoin, soared roughly from $3,900 to $4,500. According to data from Google Trends, during a 7-day period, market triggers helped raise internet searches for the word Shiba Inu. This was accompanied by an increase in internet searches for the term SHIB, indicating a resurgence in retail interest in the cryptocurrency this week. So moving towards our final segment for today morning. Kelly ETFs filed for developing an Ethereum ETF on Monday under the Investment Company Act of 1940, which means it could go live on Feb 12 next year, if regulators don't delay it. The fund would seek to purchase CME, near-month Ethereum contracts. Like this partnership come agreement, or whatever it is, let's find out what's happening by looking at the current scenario. According to the application, the Kelly Ethereum ETF Strategy ETF Fund will invest in ETH futures on regulated platforms in the United States. The application follows both Securities Act of 1933 and the Investment Company Act of 1940. Furthermore, only the Chicago Mercantile Exchange (CME) Ether futures presently match all of the conditions. The Kelly Ethereum ETH Strategy ETF will invest in ETH futures contracts with cash settlements that are traded on licensed commodity exchanges. The value of futures contracts is determined by the underlying reference assets, which in this case is ETH. The term cash settled refers to the fact that if the price of Ether increases above price of the futures contract before the contract expires, the buyer pays the seller the difference in cash. The new Ethereum ETF is similar to the previously approved Bitcoin futures funds. Currently, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange or CME is the only market where the futures contract can be exchanged. The CME's current Ether futures contract positions limits are 8,000 contracts per month, with each contract representing 50 ETH. If Kelly Fund reaches certain thresholds, it will invest in longer dated Ether contracts and extra cash fixed income instruments such as government bonds and corporate debt securities such as short-term promissory notes. According to Eric Balchunas, senior ETF analyst at Bloomberg, Kelly has only a 20% chance of receiving a clearance. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler, according to Balchunas, is not mentally ready to approve anything other than Bitcoin futures ETF. During the Bitcoin futures filing process in August, VanEck and ProShares filed for Ether ETFs too. SEC told him to withdraw them, so it's now 3 months and 3 successful Bitcoin ETF futures ETF launches later, Balchunas said. The US Securities and Exchange Commission is presently considering only one application for ETH futures. The US Securities and Exchange Commission is presently considering only one application for ETH futures. It has 75 days to be considered by the regulator. The SEC, on the other hand, may have to decide or postpone or even reject the application. So we would now wind up our assessment for today morning and meet y'all in the evening with our even more interesting stuff. Until then, you may consider joining our Telegram channel for free crypto signals, visit our blog link below for guides, reviews and tutorial, and subscribe to the channel for daily updated crypto news. Thanks for hearing us out and have a nice day ahead.